Welcome to the Green It Up Club. I'm Michael, and today I'm talking about injury recovery. If you haven't seen my first couple of videos, in those I explain what happened here with my eye, how I got the injury, and my process of healing that I've gone through so far. Everything from first aid treatment to what to do the day after you get a traumatic injury, and a lot of the things that I'm talking about are applicable to many types of traumatic injuries, not just eye injuries. In this video and in future videos, I'm going to be bringing up a lot of things that I'm doing to help speed up the healing process of my injury. You can apply a lot of these things to multiple types of injuries, but obviously an eye injury is going to be a lot different from a broken bone or a stab wound or a gunshot wound. No matter what kind of injury you've had, all of these natural methods, these Green It Up Club style methods, will help speed up the healing process. So day one, I talked about wound treatment and what to put on your wound and how to treat it. And day two, I talked about stopping using the ice and start using the heat. And I brought one of my heat packs here. This is the type of hot pack that we use and that I've been using on my eye. And this is actually filled with flax seeds. You can get these online. It doesn't really matter. I just like this one. We have a couple of different types and they're all filled with flax seeds. And you do get some benefits from the flaxseed oil, but I like using the seed packs because they maintain heat really well. They'll stay hot for a very long time. You can use also a moist towel and just heat that up in the microwave. This thing, we just throw this in the microwave for about 3 minutes and it stays hot for a good 20 minutes. So I would just apply this to my eye. That hot pack is gonna be especially good for me now because as you can see, I'll do a close up here. You can see some bluish sort of black coming in right there. And the swelling has gone down tremendously, which is great. This is only day 3 and I can actually see out of my eye. And it's a little red on my eye itself, and obviously my cut is still healing, but everything is healing much faster than normal injuries. I've already explained the benefits of using moist heat on any kind of injury in my previous video, but I had to say it again, and I wanted to show you that hot pack because it's just so beneficial. So use that heat as often as you can. Remember, don't use ice. Only within the first 24 hours you want to use ice. And check out my previous video if you want to find out why. In this video, I want to bring up some key points to the healing process that are going to massively increase your rate of healing. And the first most important part of increasing your rate of healing is sleep. Not the typical night's sleep. Most people think they're sleeping well, but they're not really sleeping that well. And pain or an injury will massively affect your sleep. So getting proper sleep is essential to healing. When you sleep, that's when your body does most of its healing. So if you're not sleeping well, or you're having to take sleeping meds, or you have some kind of insomnia or problem with sleep like sleep apnea, if you're not sleeping well, you're gonna have a very hard time healing. And if you combine that with a lot of other factors like a poor diet or a bad lifestyle, that's just gonna add to the decreased rate of healing. If you're one of those people that has a problem with sleep, then please check out my sleep restrictive therapy video, because in that video, I bring up an awesome 5-day solution to correcting your sleep patterns. Even if you have severe insomnia, it takes about 5 days to reset those circadian rhythms. And if you want to learn more about sleep, I'll be doing a few more videos as I do that sleep restrictive therapy myself. I'm actually in the process of correcting my circadian rhythms as well. Another great tip for increasing your rate of healing and dealing with pain is deep breathing. If you've seen my video on stress, I actually explain a breathing exercise that you can do to massively decrease your body's stress response. And this works even when you're in the most incredible amount of pain. Like when I got that injury to my eye, when that surfboard just jammed right into my eye socket, I was in a lot of pain and I couldn't see. So I was a little bit panicked that I was gonna go blind. I actually thought my eyeball was hanging out of its socket because I couldn't tell what was going on there. But deep breathing in those very stressful circumstances, or when you've experienced a tremendous amount of pain, or if you're still in pain and you're recovering from your injury still, a lot of injuries will be chronically painful for a very long time. And deep breathing is a great way to massively decrease your pain and increase your rate of healing. And you want to deep breathe properly. So the best way to breathe is the 4-7-8 exercise. Anybody can do it. And you want to inhale for 4 seconds. So you're going to deep breathe for 4 seconds, and then you're going to hold it for 7 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to exhale for 8. This is called the 4-7-8 breathing technique. It's used by a lot of people. It has a lot of different names depending on who you talk to, but this is a guaranteed way of de-stressing your body no matter what kind of stress it's encountering. It could be some kind of nausea or pain or just an emotionally stressful event. Just do this exercise for however long it takes to feel the effects. And when you deep breathe, you want to make sure that you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. There are some special benefits to breathing through your nose that I actually explain in that video on stress. I'll put some links down below for that video. If you've had a very, very traumatic injury and you're in an incredible amount of pain, and trust me, I have definitely been in that position far too many times, deep breathing will help you stay collected. It'll keep your mental focus. Sometimes you're in a dangerous situation, you've injured yourself, and you still need to have that mental clarity, and you obviously want some pain relief. That deep breathing, you can do rapid deep breathing, just hyperventilating. If you breathe like that for just a few seconds, you're gonna feel an incredible rush of pain relief. And actually, I feel pretty good after that right now. Try and breathe through your nose if you can. Again, nose breathing is gonna have some unique special benefits in itself, but if you can't breathe through your nose, like if you've had a nose trauma like I did, you might wanna breathe through your mouth. The next great tip is nutrition. A proper diet is the key to rebuilding your tissue. Think of it. I injured my eye. I also injured the skin on my eye. How is my body going to reproduce that tissue? How is it going to make new tissue? Because you got to get rid of the old tissue that's all damaged, and you got to replace it with new tissue. That's what this black and blue stuff here is. That's all from broken blood vessels and tissue damage. So if I'm not taking in healthy nutrients, how is my body going to repair all this damage? So you want to make sure you're getting a nice complex diet of all kinds of healthy fats, healthy vitamins, as much of it from organic sources as possible. We're all organic in our house, and we have veggie juice almost every day. We definitely have a smoothie with a bunch of organic fruits in it, as well as powder. I also explained in my previous video the benefits of collagen, and you can pop that in your smoothie. Collagen is great for rebuilding tissue, especially blood vessels. So just jam-pack your body with as many nutrients as you can, especially natural anti-inflammatories. Healthy fats in your diet are gonna be super important, because keep in mind, if you go back to your, 6th grade anatomy, when we started learning about the cell, what's that cell membrane made of? Oh yeah, it's fat. That phospholipid bilayer, do you remember that from biology class? Yeah, that's fat. So fat, healthy fat, is really important because that's going to be used to rebuild your cellular tissue. So don't get on that whole kick of, oh, fat is bad. You want to have healthy fat, stuff like avocados, coconut oil, grass-fed organic butter. Eggs are great, nuts are great. Anything, as long as it's organic, just make sure you're sticking to mostly plant-based diet, limit the amount of meat consumption, try and get all of those great fats. Omega-3s are another great healthy fat. I'll make sure to put some links to all these things that I'm talking about in the description, just all these great supplements and healthy foods that you should be eating. Those are all the tips I have for you today. I'll be doing more videos as I progress through my healing process and I'll be documenting my road to recovery. As you can see, day 3, it's already looking pretty good. I can actually see out of it. So maybe day 4, it'll be completely all healed up. I'll be like Wolverine. Just, I'll suck that skin back in and be ready to go. So day 4, I'm gonna come at you with a lot of cool stuff. I still have a lot of things like red light, and I'm gonna talk about UV light and a bunch of other really cool things that you can do to increase your rate of healing and that are just really good for you in general, even if you don't have an injury. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you like this video and leave a comment down below, and welcome to the Green It Up Club.